Welcome to today's Explainer. We're jumping right into a really incredible classic fable about resilience, workplace jealousy, and the power of just keeping at it. It's the story of Aloo, a simple, incredibly hardworking potato who sells burgers, and what exactly happens when his sheer talent collides head-on with a completely toxic boss. So it brings up this core question, right? What actually happens when someone's honest, gritty hard work meets extreme, unfiltered jealousy? Do they just crumble under the pressure, or do they rise above it? As we're going to see, jealousy is super destructive for sure, but it can also be the exact catalyst somebody needs to discover their true potential. Section 1. Fired to Burger Cart. Okay, let's look at the stark contrast between our two main players here. On one side, we've got Aloo. He's hardworking, positive, and his customers absolutely love him. On the other side is his boss, Piaz. Now, seeing everyone constantly praise Aloo's amazing cooking doesn't make Piaz proud of his team, it just makes him terribly, deeply insecure. Driven by pure jealousy, Piaz calls Aloo into his office and unjustly fires him right on the spot. It's basically a textbook case of a manager feeling threatened by an employee's shining talent. And frankly, Piaz, whose name literally translates to onion, is ironically the one causing all the tears here. Obviously devastated, Aloo goes home to his mother. But instead of panicking, she gives him this profoundly beautiful piece of wisdom. She says, "Rizq or provision is given by God. Never worry, son." This single sentence is a total game changer for him. It shifts Aloo entirely from despair straight into action. Supported by her unwavering belief, he decides to just go for it and launch his very own burger cart. Section 2. Aloo's growing success. It turns out, Aloo's immense talent was never actually tied to Piaz's restaurant. The second he opens his own beautiful little cart, the results are immediate. The delicious aroma literally fills the air, the unmatched taste completely speaks for itself, and a massive rush of new customers just flocks to his stand. He didn't just recover from being fired, he is absolutely thriving.
Section 3. The Onion and Chili Conspiracy.
Well, you know how it goes. Success attracts attention. So the sabotage here becomes highly calculated. Piaz sees all his customers vanishing, so he teams up with an accomplice, a spicy little chili pepper named Murch. Step 1. Murch sneaks out at night and completely ruins all of Aloo's fresh ingredients. But look at Step 2. Aloo arrives, sees the massive mess, and absolutely refuses to give up. He just restarts his prep immediately. Seeing that physical sabotage totally failed, Piaz pivots to Step 3, which is attacking Aloo's reputation. Piaz actually says, by tomorrow morning, a news will spread across the whole city, then Aloo will have no customers. I mean, you can just feel the sheer malice in that strategy, right? He and Mirch decide to spread this vicious rumor that Aloo is using rotten vegetables. It's a ruthless, highly orchestrated move designed to destroy trust overnight. Section 4. Truth triumphs over rumors. But here's the best part. When the customers actually hear the rumor, they don't just blindly believe it. They decide to go test the food themselves. And what happens? They bite into the burgers and find they're somehow even tastier than before. Piaz's lies completely fall apart the literal second they meet reality. The truth simply cannot be hidden forever. This whole thing is basically the ultimate hero's journey. I mean, think about it. Aloo goes from being unfairly fired on day 1 to starting this humble little cart to enduring and overcoming direct, malicious sabotage. And eventually, his customer base grows so massively that he opens a beautiful, brand new sit-down restaurant. He completely outgrew the very person who tried to tear him down. Section 5. Forgiveness and New Beginnings. So where do they end up? We're left with this incredibly stark duality. Piaz is sitting in an empty, completely silent restaurant, just wondering where it all went wrong. Meanwhile, Aloo is in his bustling new shop, surrounded by loyal customers who deeply, deeply respect him. Realizing that people want to be treated with respect just as much as they want good food, Piaz actually walks into Aloo's new shop to face the very man he tried to destroy. Piaz admits his monumental mistakes and apologizes. And Aloo? Instead of gloating or seeking revenge, which, let's be honest, a lot of people might do, he shows incredible grace. He forgives his former boss, simply telling him, hard work makes a person great. Leaving all that toxicity in the past, Aloo just focuses entirely on the honest work that got him there in the first place. So, what's the real takeaway for us here? First off, hard work always pays off in the end, even when it feels like the whole world is plotting against you. Second, truth and quality consistently beat malicious rumors. Your work is going to speak for itself. And finally, forgiveness is the ultimate sign of a big heart. Aloo didn't let bitterness poison his success. He just let it go.
Which leaves us with this final thought to close out today's explainer. I really want you to think about this. If someone treated you the way Piaz treated Aloo, if they unjustly fired you and then actively tried to sabotage your survival, would you have the courage to actually forgive them once you made it to the top? It's a really profound test of character. Thank you so much for joining me to explore this story, and I genuinely hope it leaves you inspired to just keep working hard no matter what stands in your way.